Ahsa is a historical place in the eastern province of Saudi Arabia, one of the largest oases in the world. It is famous for sand mountains and hills. Most of us living in Saudi Arabia, especially in the eastern province, are familiar with Qara caves, which is known as land of civilization. Today, we are exploring the other side of the Qara caves, called Dalwah Mountain, where we can climb and see what is out there. We are always curious to see the mountains and we try to move up. But my family is facing a little difficulty climbing up, as there is one place that is a bit steep. I helped them to move up and we all climbed to the top of the mountain, which is facing to the main road. Once we move up, we need to step down to see the other side of the mountain. I helped my family to climb down. While my wife and I stepped down, I lost my balance and ran to the left side of the path. This place is a bit steep and there are some sand mountain formations that look like rocks. The track is a bit difficult for us to move over there. We took the right side of the path and moved forward to explore more. What we see here are many layers of mountains, and there is a place in between the mountains like a pathway to walk and move further. Here it looks like we are in a maze. Wherever we look, we see mountains and we are surrounded by layers of mountains. We can see the rainy trails while we are walking. It is fascinating to walk in this place. We were on the main road 10 minutes ago, but now it seems we are isolated completely and have reached a strange place. There are no visible trails of roads or building. We are surrounded by sand mountains which are approximately 30 to 50 meters high. We climbed up the outer layer of the mountain, which is near to the main road. Looking at the city from the top is really beautiful. What we see on the opposite side, sand mountains look like maze, layers of sand hills. In between, there is a way where we can walk. We move further and reach one end of the outer layer of the mountain, and it is relatively easy to move up and see the surrounding area. There are wide areas where we can walk freely, but there are some areas with narrow paths, and pay attention, otherwise we may fall into the lower side of the hills. Luckily, we have got two friends who live near this mountain, Haider and Hassan. They are friendly and very nice persons. Haider explained us more about the mountain and its tracks to move in between the layers of sand mountains. We move further and try to explore what is out there like this maze-like place. We climb up deep inside and reach the second layer. We can see there are many layers of sand mountain out there. Reached here and the upper part of the mountain, it looks like a gate to the outer layer of the mountain. Even though we are very near to the city, while we are walking in between the mountains, we feel we have reached a strange place and far from the city. This side is a narrow way, and pay attention, otherwise we may slip onto the downside of the hill. If you really want to experience a maze-like hike, it is one of the interesting places to spend a day and explore. We can see the nearby buildings surrounded by the date farms. The trails and tracks are not difficult to walk, but be careful of narrow paths in some areas. After we pass 3 layers of mountains, we reach an open area in between the mountains. It is really a big and vast area of open space. We are at the top of one of the mountain. Looking at all the surrounding area is really interesting. What we noticed, these mountains have no greenery at all, but if we look at the surrounding areas from the top of the mountain, all covered with greenery. Here, the sunset is always beautiful, and a photo session, especially in the evening, is really a worth try. As the sun set, our friends advised us to go back ASAP. Some areas are a bit steep and we face difficulties climbing down, especially in the evening. As the light is decreasing, I help them and we all slowly climb down. My friend is standing here on top of the mountain and the view is really beautiful. It is a bit dark, but our friends guide us to the outer layer of the mountain easily. We walk very carefully and follow them. The sun slowly set on the other side of the mountain. We hardly see any lights in between the mountains, but the sky is still bright. While we are moving back, we see many bats flying above us. Some areas of the mountains will be full of bats, especially in the night. The natives are camping and spending overnight here, but they make campfire to avoid the bats.